All right, good morning, YouTube. So, my physics class got canceled today, so that means I'm gonna make a video today. I made my first video, which thank you to everyone who watched that. Got 700 views, so that was pretty exciting, but I haven't been able to make videos just because I've been so busy, but it's a Friday, and my class got canceled, so I have like 4 or so hours where actually I'm gonna have time to be able to make a video for you guys and get some out there. So, a few months ago, at this point, I was in Red Rock, Vegas. Next to Vegas, I was in the Red Rock Mountains, and I took some drone shots. And while I was there, I was thinking, what makes a creative drone shot? And so I kind of was thinking about that and how to improve drone video in general. So I came up with 3 tips that I'm gonna share with you guys today on how to make your video better. So let's do it. All right, so let me show you the clip in question. All right, so now that you've seen it, basically this clip I got, I was flying around and then I saw, like I kind of did something similar on accident. I went really, really close to the mountain and I thought it looked pretty cool. So I was like, well, let's try this again. So I flew up and I came in and I got as close as I possibly could. I have a Mavic Mini, so it's not like a crazy drone, but I got really, really close to the mountain and I did what I could to keep it as close as I could without crashing, because I don't want to crash this thing. But the main issue with drones right now is the fact that it's been done before. Everybody on Instagram, everybody on YouTube, everybody everywhere has taken the same exact shots over and over and over again. So what we're left with is very generic looking drone shots. So these 3 tips I'm going to give you are tips that I use and that I think you could use to maybe spice up the shots and get something new and exciting. And while my shot wasn't necessarily, I mean, somebody's probably done that before, I don't know. But at least I'm doing it out of my own creativity, because a lot of times we can get stuck in the path of creative copying, where you see something, you say, I want to recreate that. And then it's kind of considered creative because it's not like you're given the instruction set to do it, but you're still ending up replicating somebody else's shot. So what I like to do is, before I go take a shoot, I don't look at anything anybody's done before from that place, other than just like obviously looking it up and going there to know it's a good place to shoot. And I don't go and look at all these pictures before, so that when I get there, I have to come up with my own ideas and create my own shots, because then when I get there, I have my own ideas and my own direct creative direction to take with that shoot. So when I went to the Red Rock Canyons, I really was enjoying the like close FPV style video, because I thought it looked really cool with all the red rock just flying by. And now, while my drone isn't really meant for that, it's not an FPV drone, I think it came out pretty good. So that's number 1. Now, number 2 on my little list I've got here for you guys is push the limits of your drone. Yes, I have a Mavic Mini, a Mavic Mini 1. They're on 3 now. It goes faster, better video. I've only got the 2.7K, but I mean, you guys saw the shot I got out of it. By just pushing my drone, I mean, every single shot I was doing, I was going out of range, and oh no, I might just fall out of the sky, because all of a sudden I'm getting no video recording and no controls, and I'm having to like home it because it is out of every single camera Wi-Fi video range I had. But really try to push the limits of your drone, because that's where you're gonna get cool shots. There's another spot that we went to that was earlier on, that it was a canyon, and I dropped the drone down and into the canyon, and I don't think that footage ended up coming out, but that's what I'm talking about, where you are going out to these places and push it. And I mean, yes, losing your drone would suck, but that's what DJI Care is for. That's tip 2.1. When your drone falls in the water, if you're spending that much money on a drone, you might as well get DJI Care so you can get it replaced. I had it it ran out at this point. But my drone's also 4 years old, or 3 years old at this point, and replacing it is gonna be like $200. So instead of paying another round of DJI care, at this point, I'm in the stage where I would rather just replace it. But for most people, if you're getting a Mavic 3 or any of the newer, actual like super expensive DJI drones right now, get the refresh, get the care for it. Step 2.1. Now, all of this seems very simple when I'm talking about it to you, but it's obviously really hard to recreate in the real world. And so the biggest thing I can say is just try to be creative, because when you lose your creative touch, it just starts to look like everybody else. And while, I mean, look at me, I'm a YouTuber with 72 subscribers and like 150 on Instagram. It's not like my content is really like viral and popular, but I mean, I've made a few videos that have gotten some views, and all of those videos have been my most creative ones. Like on Instagram, my #1 viewed video is something I hadn't seen anybody else do before, because it was a totally new spot that I found that was actually pretty close to my house, where I filmed an old mine shaft that had been shot in, and I wouldn't call it a mini documentary, but it was like a short little clip of like showing the place, because it created a pond above it and it looked really cool. And so go to new places. Everybody's seen the same places on Instagram and on YouTube before. So go find new horizons to shoot at, because I think that's where you're gonna find your biggest advantage when you're filming. Is if somebody hasn't seen something before, it's gonna be a lot better than the third time they've seen the same place. Also, what do you guys think of the set? You know, it's not the usual dorm room. Turns out if you just walk into a lecture hall and they're empty, nobody bats an eye. So here we are, this beautiful lecture hall, all to ourselves. For me to face cam talk to you, and you to get to look at a cool looking background with cinematic mode on my iPhone until we get a better camera. But first we have to make money before we can get a better camera, so that's a little bit down the line. But this is pretty good, I would say. Anyway, I get sidetracked really fast. You guys will learn that soon. I just heard a whistle. Anyway, for now, I'm not gonna be editing my talks, because it's kind of like sit down, talk to you guys, describe whatever the topic of the video is. But in the future, I'll definitely, like if I'm making a more like short, fast video, I'll edit it really like strongly. But these, I'm just gonna let myself talk to you guys and let you guys just have the unedited clip, because I think it shows more of my personality, more of my creativity than cutting everything up into the same old 5-second things. And I'm in college, I'm a student, it's a lot of time to have to edit like a video I take 2 hours to make, with also 2 hours of editing. Just at this point isn't feasible for me. So you guys get unedited, raw personality. I think that's a trait, not a problem. If you're still here this deep in the video, thank you. Anyway, I'm gonna be trying to make more videos as we go on faster. Basically what happened is I made one and it didn't get any views. And then it got 700 views. And then I got bored. Not really, no. I didn't get bored, I got busy because of school. And instead I just calculated how many views I thought I was gonna get and just sat and watched it, and then it stopped at 700, and here we are. So I think instead of doing that, next time I'm just gonna try to get going and keep the creative train can slow down. And the other thing is, my third tip, now that I've gotten distracted, go make more drone video. I bring my drone everywhere with me. It's not with me right now, I lied. But whenever I go anywhere, a road trip, I'm driving home, I'm going out to dinner with my girlfriend, my family's going like somewhere to a friend's house for the night or something on a weekend, I bring my drone, because you never know when there's gonna be a really cool sunset or a really cool place that nobody's seen before, and then you can just take the opportunity to shoot it right then and there. So I guess that'd be my third tip in this long drawn out sporadic video, is take your drone everywhere. Now, if you don't have a drone, I advise you get one. I know they're kind of out of the budget of a lot of people, and even me, it's a push. I just got lucky on a birthday. But what I would say is use Facebook Marketplace. I mean, I've seen them go as low as like $100 for a mini one, which for me, I'm starting to hit the limits of it now that I've been making drone videos for 4 years now. But for like just getting started, $100, it's very low entry, and then you can make as many cool videos as you want with a pretty solid drone, an entry-level camera drone. Now I think I've rambled on too long. I hope you guys enjoyed this talk, but in the future I will continue to be making videos. I'm gonna try to make them at least once a week, maybe more, depending on how often I can sit down and talk to you guys. Having these rooms to make really cool like looking videos helps a lot, because I mean it's a lot more like I feel like I could get more exposure just by the fact that things look a lot more professional like this. So I'll be coming in here and filming in different rooms, and you guys will get to see parts of that. So I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I'm looking forward to making more. See you guys in the next one. Thanks, subscribe.